This is an odd place for my cell phone. I realize that. But I'm doing the dishes and I just, this is the best place for it right now while I'm doing dishes. So I'll probably be in and out of the picture and bright and dark and all kinds of stuff. My phone rang a while ago and I heard the ringer and I'm looking around for it like an idiot. And it was in my back pocket. I was like, where is it at? Where is it at? Like a dog or something. So anyway, I'm a goofball. But I just finished making Ashley an egg sandwich. So I'm doing her dishes. Her semester doesn't start until next week. And her work was canceled the past 2 days because of the cold. So, you know, because she works at a school. So they're not going to make the kids stand out at the bus stop in the freezing temperatures, and I'm glad. I think that's wonderful that, you know, that's a smart decision on the school district's part, and I'm sure a lot of school districts are doing that. So, anyway, we don't have a dishwasher, in case you're wondering why I do the dish, why I've done the dishes before on these. But we don't have a dishwasher. I grew up without a dishwasher. So even when we lived in a newer home, I never used it. I never used the dishwasher. Actually, I used it once when we first moved. I used it once or twice when we first moved in because I thought, well, I'll give this, you know, invention a try. And it did not get the stuff off of the dishes, and so I told Kevin, and Kevin said, oh, well, you're supposed to rinse them off before you stick them in there. Well, if I'm going to the trouble of rinsing them off, then I might as well wash them. I think that's crazy to have to rinse them off and then run the dishwasher to do the same thing I'm already doing. So anyway, it's just easier if I do it myself. But it's like 4 degrees outside, and Andrew called Kevin earlier and told him that, well, at like 9 o'clock this morning, their heat was only at, the cat's crazy, the heat was only at like 60-something degrees, and then more recently, it was at, it had gone down to like 50-something, and they have a heat pump, and so Kevin's called them and talked to them about that, about there being some kind of emergency valve or something on a heat pump. I don't know anything about heat pumps, but anyway, hopefully that's all right because they don't want to, you know, they have money, they have a certain amount put in their savings account, and they've been working towards it. She's been really studying Dave Ramsey, and so she's trying to get, I think they wanted to get $1,000 in their savings account, and which is, hey, that's awesome. And so, because I never followed Dave Ramsey, although I think he's very intelligent, and I would be smart to follow him. But I told them, I said, don't make. They had made these big plans with their money, and I said, don't make plans with your money, because as soon as you make plans with your money, it's going to be spent for you in some way. And then she came in yesterday, as you know, if you watched that vlog, and her car was out of antifreeze, but she didn't know that at the time. Hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully it's nothing else. And then today it's the heater, and so hopefully it is just something minor and, you know, no big deal. So you cannot make plans with your money. You can't make plans with your tax check or anything like that. I don't think. In our history, we have not been able to do that. It just doesn't work that way. So we just kind of, when we get the money, then we see, you know, what we want to do with it at the time. So Kevin is on his way home, and we have to get bread and things like that from Walmart, so he's going to pick me up. I have not been out. Today's Tuesday. I went out Sunday morning to church. So I have not been out in this really severe cold weather. I do not like cold. Honestly, if he had said on the phone, you want me to go by myself? I would have probably said, yeah, go on and go by yourself. But he likes to be with me, and I do like being with him. And once I'm out, I'm okay. And it's just to run in Walmart and come back out, you know, so no big deal. But we're just going to pick up a couple of things. I might show you what we get. I'm not going to make a video of a haul or anything because it's not going to be, it's just little things that we've run out of, you know, like bread. You can probably see it up here. There's one piece left. I made Ashley an egg sandwich, and there's one piece of bread left. But Kevin has been, you know, he's been dieting again. He's been back watching his calories. So he's been eating 2 slices of bread every night. I've been eating 2 slices of bread every night. And then with Ashley home for lunch, and occasionally eating some, you know, that loaf of bread goes by pretty quick. But I'm eating a lot of tuna fish now. I've eaten 2 sandwiches. 1 can makes 2 sandwiches if you've watched my video making tuna fish. But Andrew had brought me, let me see if I can get this without making it fall. Okay. Andrew brought me a ton of tuna fish. Andrew and Christina, let me show you how much tuna fish they brought me. They brought me all of that. All of that. Oh, and there's more back here. Hold on. All that is tuna fish. Now, I will not eat any of those because they're in vegetable oil, but I will eat all of these. And like I said, these make 2 sandwiches each. So I'm going to be just completely burnt off, you know. I'll have a tuna overload. I won't ever want to see a tuna fish sandwich again because I will work my way through that tuna fish until it's all gone. Having that much, I don't hoard. I don't stockpile like that. To me, that's kind of having that many is kind of hoarding. So I will not keep I won't let that stay up in the cabinet. I will work my way through that. You know, I might throw a grilled cheese sandwich in between or something like that, but the tuna will be gone. Now the oil, Ashley will use that in tuna casserole, and Kevin has said he will eat his. He will use the ones in the tuna in the oil, but he won't use egg in his. So, you know, an egg is like 70 calories or something like that. And he uses dill relish instead of sweet relish. So dill relish has 0 calories. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. And so I just need to get ready to go to pick up a couple of things from Walmart. That is the biggest can of tuna I've ever seen in my life. That is 4 pounds, 2.5 ounces. This is the label that we were talking about with our new health insurance. It says the great for you. So that's what you have to look for. And there's peppers and these peppers. So anyway, you just have to look. There's celery, asparagus. Now we're going to go over to the salads and see if... Yeah, we don't think those are on the... Now they are on the greens, but there are none on these pre-made salads, unfortunately. There are none of those stickers. Okay, we just got back from Walmart, and I used my wellness card for the first time on my little key fob that I showed in the vlog yesterday. That's part of our new health insurance plan. And of course the cashier hadn't seen it before, so she tried to scan it regularly at first, and then Kevin told her, you scan it like a gift card. So once she scanned it like a gift card, it was fine, and it actually took $5 off my total. Since this was the first time we used it, we got like a little $5 bonus. So my total had been $50, and that took it down to $45. So that's a great incentive to have that. So I'm just going to show you what we got at Walmart. Kevin bought all these little suckers, and they used to be up front, but they have moved them.
No, they hide them.
banana split and root beer and candy apple. And these are about 100 calories, so Kevin likes to have them as his sweet snack at night.
Even if they're 150 calories, that's okay.
Yeah, it's just something sweet. And he also likes these light, the fruit, and these are only 50 calories a cup.
Those are like my favorite ones right there.
Or these are?
Yeah.
These are in strawberry banana flavored gel.
But they're peaches and strawberry and banana flavor.
Yeah, yeah. So really sweet. So Ashley wanted crispy chicken, so we got her some of that. And then Kevin bought these cuties, and these are a part of our health plan, so that's why we needed to scan that card. And then Kevin bought some cottage cheese, and he's gonna have this with a tomato for dinner.
And olives.
So like he'll have what?
And olives.
Oh, and olives. So he'll have like half of this, and then have that with a tomato, and then it'll make 2 meals. And these are the olives that he bought. So that'll be really low calorie. And then I got Gavin some bananas because he's had those. And I was so tempted, I wanted to get him some new like dessert things, but I can't do that. I only give him what he's allowed to have, what his mom tells me. And then Kevin bought some more of the Light and Fit, which I've told you he loves. And do you have a favorite one of those? You bought pineapple?
I like the pineapple and the strawberry banana. Those are probably my favorites.
You bought a cherry.
And the cherries are good too. But
just to change it up.
The pineapple and the strawberry banana is probably my 2 favorite ones.
And then 35 calorie bread, which I told you, we've been going through that since everybody's been using it. And I've been looking for this for weeks. They had one container of these. I saw the dual action. They only had one container, so which makes me suspicious. I'm suspicious of anything different. So these was the only one there, but I opened it up and there's nothing wrong with it, so I bought it. And then the Christmas stuff was like 75% off. So these baskets had been $5, and I got them for like $1.25 or something. But I figure I can put, I could fill it up with baby toys, or I could fill it up with baby food and give it to Christina as a gift, or something like that. I can always use baskets for gifts. And then we got one 12-pack of Mountain Dew. And then today, Kevin picked up Ashley's book while he was at the school. So this is her last school book. She showed you her other books yesterday. So this one's called Good Reasons with Contemporary Arguments.
I think it's English 102.
English 102. So.
But the funny story about that one is we paid for a new book, and
they gave us a used one.
And I went and picked it up, and it was used. Actually, it looked worse than that. And so I went back up there, and I said, you charged me a new price for a used book. And she said, oh, well, I'll just refund it and give you another one. So for some reason, she scanned the new book, took the price off, and then rescanned that one and kept the other one that said used. So I don't know what the deal was. I got the new price, but that's definitely a used book.
Yeah,
it's
definitely a used book.
It looks better than the other one did. The other one looked off.
So we'll have to just make sure it's right on our bank account. So make sure you're getting charged for the right thing.
Yeah.
So Anna and Christina found out today that the guys who hooked up their heating unit way back neglected to hook up a few wires. And until now, it hasn't needed to use that, I guess, some kind of emergency thing. So it just so happened that they found out now. So it's a good thing. The guys came out, they hooked the wires up. It was free, which is awesome because, it's always awesome to get free things. So anyway, we are going to watch The Biggest Loser tonight. It hasn't been on since before Christmas. So it will be on for 2 hours tonight. That show that we watched last night, The Cook-Off with that Guy Fieri and Rachel Ray, it was okay. There were a lot of the same people on there that's on The Celebrity Apprentice, and I really like The Celebrity Apprentice a lot, and will continue watching that. But I don't know that I would schedule a time to watch that again, that Cook-Off. It just was okay. It wasn't that great. I would rather stick with Chopped. I like it a lot better. It is Wednesday, mid-morning, and I just wanted to show you what I'm up to right now. Gavin will be here. He's only here for half a day. So, something was mentioned, I don't know, on YouTube maybe about taxes. So, I figured this was as good a time as any to look through some of my medical stuff and to sort out the filing cabinet. We keep all of our bills in a filing cabinet, and I can show you that in a minute. I don't know that I've ever shown that before. But anyway, right now what I'm doing is tax time is a good time to sort through your folders, your file folders. And I keep everything for 6 months, and if it really piles up, a year. So some things I've kept for a year. Some things I went through a folder. I have a very generic receipts folder. So anything that we pay for, I don't know. Our old house, we got new carpeting. So the bill for the new carpeting was in there. A couple years back, we had some new windows installed in that house. So that bill was in there in the receipt from where we paid for those windows. Well, those are years old and we don't need those anymore. We don't live at that house anymore. So I am shredding that stuff. So I have my shredder and a bag to dump all the paper in. And then a lot of the bills that we no longer need in receipts, AT&T, stuff like that. I am shredding that stuff now. So, this bag will probably be full. Honestly, this is all I have. It's not that much because we've gone paperless. Of our bills now we get through emails, and so we pay them online. And actually, Kevin pays them all. I don't do any of that stuff. I do on payday on the 15th and the 30th of the month. I do tell him, okay, we need to pay this, 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 and this, but he is the one that actually goes and punches it all in on the computer. He keeps track of that, and then he'll send me a receipt electronically in email, and I'll keep it for about a year, and then I'll delete it. And I have a folder under my email. I have a subfolder for paid items that I'll drag that into. But I'm trying to get things together, like medical stuff, like Ashley had her wisdom teeth removed, and normally we cannot count medical, which is a huge blessing. I don't want to have so many medical bills that we can count them. Normally we have to have $5,000 or something like that in medical to be able to count it. And I think maybe once we've been able to count medical, I don't know, but that's just... we've been blessed that we don't have enough medical bills. That's a good thing. I don't want to be able to count that. So anyway, now's a good time to go through all the other folders too while I'm looking for tax stuff. And so I'm trying to figure out what we can count, what we can't count. Normally we don't get to count anything. So, normally we can count some Goodwill receipts and things like that, church and... but not much of anything else. So that's what I'm doing right now before Gavin gets here. And I'll show you the bag when I'm finished, but it probably won't have normally I have several bags. And a lot of people have suggested in the past that we compost, but we don't have a compost pile here. So honestly, it just goes, it used to go to recycling with our old house, and now it doesn't even go with recycling because we don't have that here, where on this street where we live now. So, in a couple months though, I hope to start that recycling back up because we really enjoy doing it. Okay, here's the bag of shredded bills, and you can see it's not that bad. It's about half a bag. Not as bad as it's been in the past. Sometimes I really let it go. And I didn't go through every folder we have. I didn't need to. This is where I keep our bills. In the top drawer are active bills that I actively pay. And Ashley's Fiat bills in here. Ashley still lives with us, so I still keep her folders in with ours. When she moves out, she can take them with her. But AT&T, Columbia Gas, AAA Insurance, the teacher's retirement, all that stuff goes in the top. And then back here are just some extra folders, and then in the very, very back I keep notepads. On the bottom we keep taxes, and we have our tax folders from way back when, and we also keep instruction papers in here. So like for like our grill or the lawnmower, that stuff is back here. Just stuff that we haven't had in a long time that's paid off, like bank loans and stuff like that, are way back in the back. So that's how I keep my bills contained. Gavin, hi. He's wearing his little bear outfit. You look so cute. Guido wants to say hi. Hello, gorgeous.
Smile.
Hi, gorgeous.
Smile.
He's so cute. He looks adorable. You look adorable. Gavin's helping his poppy do his work on the computer.
Yeah, you can't get much work done when you're having to hold hands.
Oh, he looks so cute. You look so cute, Gavin.
Yeah, slobber in my hair.
Oh, you look so cute. Time for mommy, so we have our outfit on again. Our little bear costume. Gavin.
He don't want you.
Hi. Okay, it's been a week since we've weighed ourselves, and since Kevin started eating different, kind of a diet like he did way back. Kevin has lost, how much have you, what did you weigh before?
Well, I weighed 211 with clothes on. I had jeans and a t-shirt on and all that stuff. And today I weighed with dress, and I was 205. But I also weighed before I got dressed, just when I got up this morning, and I weighed 199. So from now on, I'll go off that 199 weight instead of the clothed weight. That way it's more accurate. So I have lost like 5 pounds.
Yeah, he's lost 5 pounds, and that's just cutting back. In a week. That's really good. And it's funny. I made up this whole showed you how I lost weight and all that, and I said my weight was 137. I wasn't thinking when I weighed at that time that we were coming off Christmas and New Year's, so my weight was probably up a little. I mean, just a couple pounds, and it was. A week ago when we weighed, I weighed 135. And today I weighed 133. So we'll see what I weigh in a week from now. I'm not actually trying to lose weight. I've been eating the exact same way that I've been eating for years. So we didn't go out to eat this weekend, and I didn't eat a bunch of junk this weekend because Kevin's trying to eat right. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. You think it does?
Sure it does. Plus, you ate at Christmas. You were eating around Christmas time, too. You were trying stuff we were making and things. So you were eating a little bit more, too.
Yeah. So 133 is where I'm at right now. And so that's good for somebody who wasn't even trying. But I just wanted to let you know because it really does work just to count your calories and to keep track of them. And even getting rid of 100 calories a day or going from regular Coke to diet, that'll make huge changes in your life. So anyway, Gavin's gone and Ashley's gone, and Kevin and I have been watching more of this renovation reality show, and you like it, don't you?
Yeah, they never finish.
No, these people never finish, no. And I don't know, I think Kevin and I would do pretty well. You know, given a time limit, I set a time limit. Once we got going on that dining room, I set a time limit for us, and we finished. We finished exactly when I wanted to, because we had somebody come into the house to look at a piece of furniture to fix, and so we had to finish the day before he got here, and we did. So I think we would do pretty well on that show. But anyway, we'll probably just watch more of these, and so we'll say goodnight now.